In robot mode, the Studio Series 86 Constructicons look great together. A real nice assortment of goonish green and purple henchmen. Do you ever think about how this would be the exact colour scheme of the Hulk Schmeckle? A big veiny green trunk topped by a bulbous purple plum. Try getting that image out of your head. Anyway, when you start focusing on the individual bots, you start to notice some limitations. Unfortunately, these fellas are about as limber as a pensioner with sciatica. Not one of them has a waist swivel. That's a poor show for these two deluxes, let alone these two Voyagers. And most definitely, these two fellas sold at commander price. For shame. There has been some articulation added from the Combiner Wars version in the arms and legs. For instance, at least Studio Series 86 Scrapper has surpassed your average core class bot and has elbows this time. Wow, such flexing. At a glance, these sets are incredibly similar. Ignoring size differences, Hook, Scavenger, and Scrapper are practically indistinguishable. You can tell that Bone Crusher, Mixmaster, and especially Long Haul have received the most reworking, but it's not necessarily all positive. I'm looking at you, Bone Crusher, you fat T-Rex armed fuck. Maybe it's time to lay off the Energon goodies before you develop robot diabetes. It's only when you start messing with both sets that you start to feel the difference in quality. The bots from my undersized Combiner Wars set feel pretty bloody ropey. They're constructed with really thin plastic, have terribly loose joints, and weigh so little I feel like they're about to crumble to dust like the vampires from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You can really feel why these fellas only cost £20. Conversely, the Studio Series 86 set are incredibly solid. Each bot feels weighty and substantial, like one of Don French's rockin' tits from the early 2000s. Despite their comparatively limited articulation and somewhat of an over-reliance on ball joints, these bots are nice and firm and are a pleasure to mess with. Again, like one of Don French's rockin' tits. Well, that is apart from Scavenger's right arm, which, similar to my stool, is very loose. And I'd really need to go to a doctor.